You may not be able to tell, but this is a portrait that I'm doing of Brendan Hughes, just a simple one. He was part of the Provisionals, and actually started to speak out against them towards the end, and criticized them, even though he was a warrior. But what I want to talk about, this is just the backdrop for it, is Ian Paisley. Now, Ian Paisley passed away about a year ago, and the BBC, the propaganda of the BBC, shows people's reactions in Northern Ireland. Now, the vast majority of the people I interview, the vast majority, are Ulster, Orange, Protestant, Unionist Democrats. There was, maybe all of them are, but at least two people said he was a hate-filled man. Now, Ian Paisley, in his later years, may have tried to distance himself from the stuff that he said, and he actually became a hypocrite because of saying, oh yeah, it was wrong for Catholics to suffer injustices. Ian Paisley, you could almost lay the trouble squarely on him. When the demonstrations, peaceful, nonviolent demonstrations for Irish Catholics living in the United Kingdom were asking for rights of British citizens, which they were, but they were denied voting rights, housing rights, even free assembly and free speech. Denied jobs, horrible stuff. It was Ian Paisley that whipped up these guys to go counter demonstrate, and he was the motivator of, and he was the how should I call it, the guru for the UVF and the UDA and the B specials in the RUC. He was the one riling everyone up and making them paranoid, claiming that the Catholics are going to come in here and kill everybody. But all the attacks happened from Protestant going into the Catholic areas, Bombay Street burning, Bloody Sunday. Those 14 that were killed. It's sickening. That man was an evil, evil, hate-filled man. An evil man. And I think Martin McGuinness is a traitor for sitting down with him. I think Jerry Adams was always a traitor, just like Gilmore. It's terrible, and if people want to accuse the IRA of crimes, those who killed innocent civilians were the likes of Freddie Scappaticci and John Joe McGee, who were British Special Branch soldiers, or ex-British soldiers, handled by Special Branch to go in and actually take out top IRA operators, as well as kill regular Irish Catholics to give the IRA a bad name. And you also had British Special Branch dress up as IRA and gun down teenagers and children so that the IRA would get a bad rap. The Shankill Butchers were left to just murder people, and the RUC did nothing. During this whole time, Paisley didn't speak out against any of the Shankill Butchers, even though 9 of the people that Lenny Murphy's gang had slaughtered were Protestant. It's sickening. They say they want to preserve their way of life. Their way of life is dominating the Catholic and having the Catholic under their boot heel and saying, no, this isn't Ireland, this is the UK, we're not Irish, and our culture is suppressing the Irish. If that, I mean, that's like saying, well, let's leave the Aztecs be. Their culture is capturing the forest Maya and ripping their hearts out. No, that's ridiculous. Paisley was a terrible man, and if there's no one more to blame for the troubles than Paisley. To me, he's caused more deaths than Lenny Murphy or the rest of the Shankill Butchers. Peace to you. Oh, by the way, the UVF is still in action and is actually in the PSNI and is running it right now. And they're the ones bringing in drugs while the new IRA are trying to combat the drugs.